Here's a recap.
Britney Spears was arrested Wednesday night, according to information from Ventura County, California authorities. Booking information obtained by CNN shows that the pop star was stopped by the California Highway Patrol around 9:30 p.m. and was booked shortly after 3 a.m. Thursday and later released. Her vehicle was towed, according to the arrest information. Spears is scheduled to appear in court on May 4th. CNN has reached out to reps of Spears for comment, as well as the Ventura County Sheriff's Office.
Gray, you were actually the one that told me about Britney Spears being arrested. What's your thoughts?
Well, all of us know about the conservatorship, and then there's a whole free Britney movement, and then a lot of the women follow the conspiracy theories and said Britney Spears was dead. So, like, to know she's still alive is a good thing, and we saw her acting crazy on Instagram. But I think this goes into more of the conservatorship question because we know her, Bam, I forgot his last name from Jackass.
Bam Margera.
Bam Margera, he was under one. Wendy Williams, and we know all three of them were upset that they were under one. So I felt like we had to look at more of these conservatorships that's been put on these celebrities, and if people are stealing their money, because I know Britney Spears' dad was taking the money. I think Bam girlfriend was taking money with Whitney Williams. It was her ex-husband and her son.
Yeah, and this is the 911 call, guys. I have the exclusive 911 call. Very sad. Poor Britney. Here we go.
From Park Beat 82252, eastbound 118 East to Yosemite, black sedan, erratic braking, swerving, and driving with no tail light.
483, I copy. I'm in the area, eastbound at Cooner. Can you attach my please?
So you're in the area. From Park Unit 23103, northbound 101 from Rancho Road, a black BMW sedan, in and out of lanes and near TCs, now speeding. Clear on a 2016 BMW convertible out of LA.
475, I'm in lane south of.
75 copies, the second unit, you recovered, go ahead.
DCL.
DCL. I copy, southbound 101, number 2 and 3 closed, just south of Seaward to north of telephone.
5475, UTL all the way to Flynn. I'm going to DOL here just for a moment, just in case there's someone behind me. 2483, if that was for the BOL, I heard it exited at Pleasant Valley. For 5475, I'm UTL 98.
So, guys, I don't know if you know this, but there is a rumor, Kamal, and I'm going to have you go next. There's a rumor that Britney Spears is really not Britney Spears. The videos that she posts, people say that they're like really old looking. She's never really done an interview since the mid 2000s. Is this really Britney Spears? And people are saying it in the chat right now. Kamal, what's your thoughts? Should she have been free too?
So we doing the whole Jamie Foxx shit? So she a fake goddamn clone? Okay. First of all, Metalcore Blondie, thank you for the gifts. She gave some gifts and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, the reason why I'm laughing is maybe we got this wrong, y'all. She probably should have been in. What's under a conservatorship? She need to be under something.
She needs something. I think the conservatorship was evil, guys. Let me give backstory real quick, Kamal, to answer your question. The conservatorship was evil. They were saying she was mentally incompetent to control her finances, to control her life, but they were forcing her to work. They were forcing her to do events. They were forcing her to still show up to things. She had no freedom. She couldn't choose what medications to take. So I'll say this, Kamal, you're right. I think there should have been restrictions lifted, but I think she needed help. And unfortunately, at the time when she was taken off the conservatorship, and I'll play that clip next, she was still in a relationship with her ex-husband. So the fans were like, well, her ex-husband can take care of her. And then like a year after, they got a divorce. But here we go.
Yeah, I think it should have been some type of restrictions, you feel me? And at the end of the day, Britney Spears already told us she was toxic. We should have listened. You feel me? But damn, man. Britney Spears, man. Damn.
Leave Britney alone. Leave Britney alone. That video is still stuck in my head.
It's very sad. I mean, this
it
is
kind of sad
about the conservatorship, because I know you have questions, Kamal, so I'll play it and then let you respond to it.
who isn't on Instagram right now, either her account was deleted or she deleted it, posted this on Twitter with no context. And if you clicked it, it was a 22-minute video, no visuals, just an audio note, paused a lot of times throughout, saying anything and everything what everyone thought she would do on an Oprah exclusive or at a TV exclusive. The problem is the video is not on YouTube anymore, but I literally took notes on the entire 22-minute video. So here we go. This is going to be a long video, so stick with me, but I'm going to try and include everything in this. Britney's conservatorship started 15, 16 years ago. She said she spoke to her doctor in a British accent, and then 3 days later, the SWAT team arrived and helicopters were overhead at the house. The night before, she was having a sleepover with her friend, and the next day, her mom was like, people are going to be at the house today, and 4 hours later, 200 paparazzi were outside, videotaping her through the window of an ambulance being held down on the stretcher. Those pictures and those videos very much exist, but I will not post that here because it's just like, now that no. She said it was all premeditated, and this woman gave her dad the idea because her dad loved power. Britney said her dad was abusive toward her brother when they were growing up, and he loved anything and everything to be in control. Britney said her mom helped it happen.
So now that you hear the details of the conservatorship, Kamal, should it have been lifted? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it should have been lifted. It should have been something, like I said, something under the conservatorship. Like, what's the notch below? Because it was kind of fucked up what that conservatorship was about and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So restrictions most definitely needed to be happening because we seen what's happening now. You feel me? But what they were doing, Britney Spears with that conservatorship, I'm gonna blame Justin Timberlake, and that's all I have to say.
And I will say there was some trauma. There are rumors allegedly she had an AB when she was with Justin. That's what made her go crazy. This is detail regarding her last serious relationship, her husband.
His husband, Sam Asghari, has filed for divorce from the singer after 14 months of marriage and nearly 7 years together. The two met on the set of Spears' Slumber Party music video in 2016 and began dating shortly thereafter. The couple announced their engagement in September of 2021, just 2 months before Spears was freed from her conservatorship, which controlled her life for more than 13 years. Spears said her desire to marry Asghari was one of the reasons she wanted to end the conservatorship, which she said was preventing it. They then had a small but star-studded wedding ceremony in June of 2022 that included guests like Madonna, Selena Gomez, and Paris Hilton. A month before the wedding, Spears and Asghari shared that she had a miscarriage after revealing she was pregnant the previous month. Spears has not yet publicly addressed the reported split. Her most recent Instagram post, published after the news broke, only discussed her plans to buy a horse.
Gray, what do you think about all of this? Was this a fake relationship? Did he abandon her? What do you think?
I watched a documentary, and when I was watching the documentary, I was like, I don't feel like he's really into her. Like how Enzo said, she was his first crush. A lot of people like Britney Spears back in the day. She does not look like what she did back in the day. I don't know what happened with her. And like you said, she was working. They had her working in Vegas, doing all this stuff. And what's his name? Kevin Federline is the father of her children. So she was worried about seeing her kids, and he was like trying to not let her see the kids and her sons. So she went through a lot of stuff. I mean, it's extremely sad, but I think we need a real synopsis on what happens to all these celebrities, because these celebrities, they're famous for a while, and then when they get older and we forget about them, they completely fall apart. Like addiction.
And fun fact, Sam Asghari is Iranian. Was he her handler? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm just playing.
Britney's a Mossad agent, confirmed.
Yeah,
Stop
I'm just playing. But we got to put our tinfoil kufi hats on. This is what Jaguar Wright had to say about her.
Clive Davis, Lou Taylor. Oh. What are your thoughts on Lou Taylor?
She's a witch, and she should be strung alive for what she done to Britney Spears' life.
Do you believe that Britney was trafficked to Diddy and
absolutely, absolutely? All of those girls, all of those Mickey Mouse girls, including Christina Aguilera, all of them, all of these children have been trafficked. Part of the reason why they can't tell you is because they were drugged when most of what was happening to them was happening. And what they have left are the memories and the nightmares. Now, they think they're just bad dreams, but they're memories. And because they've been drugged and they've been handled and they've been shrunk to death, they don't know what to believe, but they can feel it.
And the mind control breaks. The memories do come back eventually, even if they're drugged and mind controlled in the body. The cells in your body remember.
The muscle memory.
Exactly.
Of the trauma.
I have who's Lou Taylor?
So Lou Taylor was, I think, a manager of hers. I'm gonna have Enzo go next. Enzo, what do you think about everything you've heard? Do you think she was abused by the industry? And I'll look it up while Enzo's responding.
My entire thing with this is, it's a shame because I grew up and, like I said, Britney Spears was my first crush. I love her to death. I love her music. It's a shame what has happened to her because of conservatorships. And the same thing with Bam Margera. Ironically, I actually have a heartogram tattooed on my hand because of Bam Margera. Big influence of mine growing up to see both of them go through some type of conservatorship and lead to, I mean, Bam's having a good comeback, so I wouldn't say their demise, but with Britney, like the last video I saw, she was sitting there dancing with knives in her hand. Like she's a mess. She's all over the place. I don't know if it's because of drugs or whatever it is, or like everyone tries to say that this is Britney 2.0 and she's not real, just like how people said the same thing about Avril Lavigne a long time ago, that Avril Lavigne died and this is the new person or whatever. I don't know. The industry is weird. The music industry is very, very shady when it comes down to pop stars explicitly. You don't really see this a lot from like rock bands or anything like that, mostly, or even rappers, really. You just see it with pop stars. Like something always just goes haywire or something. They run out of money, go crazy, whatever it is. So I'm just going to say that this is just a product of the conservatorship as well as the music industry itself, plaguing them and not allowing them to live their full lives for whatever reasons, mentally, or it's literally just somebody holding over something over their head and making them do whatever.
Yeah, I mean, not just that. That's a very good point. And so this is the testimony she gave during her conservatorship.
Honest with you, I haven't been back to court in a long time because I don't think I was heard on any level when I came to court the last time. I brought 4 sheets of paper in my hands and wrote in length what I had been through the last 4 months before I came there. The people who did that to me should not be able to walk away so easily. I'll recap. I was on tour in 2018. I was forced to do. My management said if I don't do this tour, I will have to find an attorney.
Ms. Spears, I hate to interrupt you, but my court reporter is taking down what you're saying.
Okay.
And so you have to speak a little more slowly.
Of course, yes. Okay, I apologize.
Make a
Great.
record of everything you're saying.
Okay.
Sure. Now,
the people who did this to me should not get away and to be able to walk away so easily. Recap. I was on tour in 2018. I was forced to do. My management said if I don't do this tour, I will have to find an attorney, and by contract, my own management could sue me if I didn't follow through with the tour. He handed me a sheet of paper as I got off the stage in Vegas and said I had to sign it. It was very threatening and scary, and with the conservatorship, I couldn't even get my own attorney, so out of fear, I went ahead and I did the tour. When I came off that tour, a new show in Las Vegas was supposed to take place. I started rehearsing early, but it was hard because I'd been doing Vegas for 4 years and I needed a break in between. But no, I was told this is the timeline and this is how it's going to go. I rehearsed 4 to 4 days a week, half of the time in the studio and half of the other time in a Westlake studio. I was basically directing most of the show with my whereabouts, where I preferred to rehearse and actually did most of the choreography, meaning I taught my dancers my new choreography myself. I take everything I do very seriously. There's tons of video with me at rehearsals. I wasn't good. I was great. I led a room of 16 new dancers in rehearsals. It's funny to hear my manager's side of the story. They all said I wasn't participating in rehearsals and I never agreed to take my medication, which my medication is only taken in the mornings, never at rehearsal. They don't even see me. So why are they even claiming that? When I said no to one dance move into rehearsals, It was as if I planted a huge bomb somewhere. And I said, no, I don't want to do it this way. After that, my management and my dancers and my assistant of the new people that were supposed to do the new show all went into a room, shut the door, and didn't come out for at least 45 minutes. Ma'am, I'm not here to be anyone's slave. I can say no to a dance move. I was told by my, at the time, therapist, Dr. Benson, who died, that my manager called him in that moment and told him I wasn't cooperating or following the guidelines in rehearsals. And he also said I wasn't taking my medication, which is so dumb because I've had the same lady every morning for the past 8 years give me my same medication, and I'm nowhere near these stupid people. It made no sense at all. There was a week period where they were nice to me and they said, I don't want to do, and I told them I don't want to do the, they were nice to me. They said, if I don't want to do the New Vegas show, I don't have to, because I was getting really nervous. I said, I can wait. It was like, they told me I could wait. It was like lifting literally 200 pounds off of me when they said I don't have to do the show anymore, because I was really, really hard on myself and it was too much. I couldn't take it anymore. So I remember telling my assistant, but you know what? I feel weird if I say no. I feel like they're going to come back and be mean to me or punish me or something. 3 days later, after I said no to Vegas, my therapist sat me down in a room and said he had 1 million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to. You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, if you stay on it longer than 5 months. But he put me on that and I felt drunk. I really couldn't even take up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation with my mom or dad really about anything. I told them I was scared and my doctor had me on 6 different nurses with this new medication come to my home, stay with me, to monitor me on this new medication, which I never wanted to be on to begin with. There were 6 different nurses in my homes and they wouldn't let me get in my car to go anywhere for a month. Not only did my family not do a goddamn thing, my dad was all for it. Anything that happened to me had to be approved by my dad. And my dad he acted like he didn't know that I was told I had to be tested over the Christmas holidays before they sent me away.
So people had questions regarding her arrest. I want to give you guys some details before I allow Lamb to go. She was arrested last night in Ventura County, California on suspicion of driving under the influence. It's about 40 miles northeast or northwest of Los Angeles, reportedly on the 101 freeway. What led to the arrest? Police received 911 calls reporting a black BMW driving erratically at high speed. Witnesses said the vehicle was swerving and braking unpredictably, and she was pulled over around 9 p.m. She showed pairs of impairment and performed field sobriety tests. She was suspected of DUI, taken to the hospital for a blood draw. Her BMW was impounded and a substance was found in her car, was reportedly tested. So she was booked around 3 a.m. and she has been released, guys, at 6 a.m. under cite and release process. So we're still waiting for the mugshot, still waiting for more details. Lamb, what's your thoughts on all this?
I mean, listen, first of all, it's super sad. Second of all, I don't know how many of these conservatorships we need to hear about being super shady and horrible to these people before, like, there has to be some kind of, A, there just needs to be a wider investigation into this, but B, like, there needs to be new legislation and new laws for conservatorship. Because I feel like every year we're hearing a new situation. Like just a few months ago was that whole Wendy Williams situation where she was essentially trapped in like a New York City skyrise. Like at some point, when do we start like looking into these things? When do we start looking to set like strict guidelines, strict legislation? And obviously she needs some kind of help. Yeah, like listen, it's clear that she's struggling with some kind of addiction and some kind of mental unwellness. And that she does need to go seek that help. And I hope she does get it. But it's also crystal clear that a lot of these conservatorships that these people are getting into, especially at such a young age, are taking advantage of them and screwing them in the long run.
I agree.
For y'all, is most of the conservatorship of like child actors and child singers and stuff like that, or is it?
I mean, Wendy Williams wasn't. And sad conclusion to Wendy Williams. She wanted to get out, and her father recently died 2 weeks ago. So she didn't get out before he died, because that was the whole reason why she said she wanted to come out. But guys, this was a fun show. Make sure you guys, if you're watching for the first time, you hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. Lamb, thank you for coming as our guest. You can say your closing thoughts first.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I listen, guys. It is voting season. There are primaries. Do your homework. Do your due diligence as an American. Familiarize yourself with the candidates. Texas just had theirs. I think there's another state coming up in a few weeks. If you don't like what's going on in America, the only way we can change it is to vote. Do your homework. Stop being lazy. As far as the Iran thing is a big wait and see for me. I'm all for it. Obviously, I don't want it to go, like I said the other night, multiple months. And yeah, just be aware and stay safe, y'all.
Thank you, Lamb. Enzo, what's your closing thoughts?
So my closing thoughts were this was a very good episode, like always. What can I say? Leave Britney alone, free Britney. That's the most important thing that I really spoke about tonight. Iran, take it or leave it. It is what it is. It's happening. You can't go back now. I don't realistically see this. I said it on my live earlier. The Pentagon did state that they're possibly looking at this as a conflict until September of this year. I realistically do not think it's going to go past September. I'm sorry. I don't realistically think it's going to go past April. Mid-April is my prediction that this will be winding down. That's when this is all going to be done. What else did Oh, and then I came in at the tail end of the Pam Bondi. I'm sorry, not Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem situation. My thing is this. This is for Donald Trump, and if you're not Donald Trump, you can swipe away right now. Why the hell have you not fired Pam Bondi yet, but you fired Kristi Noem? We need to talk. I'm mad at Trump. Can you go kidnap another dictator? Like, if Trump goes and kidnaps another dictator, I'll stop being mad at him. But until he does that, I'm mad at him for firing Kristi Noem before Pam Bondi. Y'all have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend. But before we go to the next person, guys, we have a debate this Sunday. Andre and Simple Black Theory, aka Ohaji. He was here. Enzo's two favorite people. So come back Sunday.
What time? Tell people what time.
8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. So 5 p.m. if you're on the West Coast, 6 p.m. if you're in Arizona, 7 p.m. if you're in Central. So, yes. All right. Here we go. Come on.
This is a great ass episode. You feel me? Learning a lot of stuff. Appreciate everybody in the chat. The chat was real cool today. You feel me? We had a real mild chat. I appreciate y'all. You feel me? Appreciate everybody that gave gifts too. Also hit the notification bell of the new party so you know when we go live. Also hit a like and a share, repost, all that good jazz. And if you want to come over on my end, Kamal Johnson Network, hit me with a sub. Also hit that notification bell. Also, Lamb, appreciate you hopping on again. You feel me? And y'all go follow Enzo too. He be having some lives on TikTok and stuff like that. You feel me? First thing I'm gonna talk about, these conservatorships, man. I don't know. I'm like, how do people get in this shit, yo? And it's like the way these conservatorships be running seems like it's always bullshit. You feel me? So I know Britney Spears was going through some shit or whatever, but for her to be in a conservatorship like that and getting all effed over like that ish is wow. You feel me? And then, we talked about Wendy Williams and Bam Margera and stuff like that. Like these conservatorships, man, Lamb got a point. We're gonna have to look into them and kind of reconstruct the laws in them shits. You feel me? With the Iran Israel shit, I agree with Enzo. I think this shit gonna die. Hell, I think this might die down the beginning of April, man. Cause like I'm saying right now, y'all in the stock market, y'all should be buying some shit. You feel me? Cause that shit's on sale. But I don't think Donald Trump gonna let this last too long because, as you can see, gas prices are rising, and I don't think he want the stock market to like crash. You feel me? And then last but not least, Christy Gnomes. That's real women empowerment. Using the taxpayer dollars to get some side dick. Appreciate you. Do your thing. Other than that, y'all have a lovely weekend.
That's funny. Gray, what's your closing thoughts?
Only got one question. MAGA, explain this. No transgender mutilation surgery for children without an express written approval of the parents.
Fake news. Fake news.
I need that explained. I need that explained.
Doctoring stuff. This is how desperate the Democrats are, guys. We are in a war with the Democrats. Desperate. That's the real war.
There's no way that was a typo. There's no way he accidentally wrote that. MAGA, I can't hear anything about transgender stuff again. Trump came out and put that out. He did edit it and change it to not at all. But I feel like I'm in an upside down world. I never thought I was going to see Trump come out and say, hey, we're just legals are good workers. They're good people. Never thought I'd see the trans stuff. I'm just shocked. I don't know what's going on with Trump right now. Appreciate it, Dizzy. Like we always say on the new party, always vote.
I don't know why Gray is shocked. President Trump is the president of all Americans. And what's so great about President Trump is he was once a Democrat, once a liberal, and now he's come to the right side, the conservative side. And he acknowledges he represents all Americans. And I want to leave you with this, guys. Guys may be seeing me on the BBC soon. Fingers crossed. Got some things in the works with them. So more to come. Conversations are happening. And if that door opens, I'll represent what I always try to represent here. Honest discussion and a deep love for America. I love this country. I think my entire team does as well. I'm grateful for the freedoms we have. And I pray for the safety of every American service member currently deployed around the world. May God bless and protect our troops, guide our leaders, and bring peace to whatever conflict is unfolding. I also want to say this about Britney Spears. We pray for her. Fame can be heavy. Life can be complicated, guys. I pray she finds sobriety, healing, and the help she needs. Everyone deserves a path towards restoration and a healthy future. Free Britney. But most importantly, she find peace and strength. On the political front, I've spent time looking deeper. I learned something new into the deportation numbers. I didn't know Trump was the best. So shout out to that. Proves that President Trump is living up to what we voted him in to do. And there's a lot of debate out there, but I still believe leadership matters. And I still have faith in the direction of the Trump administration. The future is bright if we stay engaged, stay informed, and keep working towards solutions. At the end of the day, faith, freedom, and responsibility still means something in America. I believe better days are ahead. God bless America. God bless our troops, and God protect them as well. We'll see you next time. And come back Sunday, guys.
Before we wrap, I want to take a quick moment to talk about how you can support the new party. We are an independent media platform. No corporate backers, no political handlers, just a collection of voices representing all American viewpoints, especially the stories they don't want you talking about.
I'm disgusted with our government, and it doesn't matter which party you're talking about. I'm disgusted.
We are watching an active genocide. I don't know how else to put it. There are thousands of people getting killed every day.
This is the first time in history that an American cardinal has ever been elevated to Pope. It is legitimately make America great again.
Yeah.
Like, they're fighting for illegal immigrants, not immigrants. Illegal. Like, and they burning the flag and shit.
Like I always say, it was a great episode. I'm happy with the wins that Donald Trump's.
Like you heard Nora Skeptic say, we're going to keep bringing like different types of content and things that we know people want to see. And like we always say on the new party, always vote.
If you believe Americans can still have civil discourse, even in these polarizing times, we need your help to stay independent and keep growing. You can support us by donating to our GoFundMe page, becoming a channel member, sending a super chat, or grabbing merch from the New Party store. Every donation goes directly toward growing the channel promotion and our upcoming documentary. And as a thank you, donors will receive an exclusive copy of the documentary 1 week before it premieres. Who is the New Party? We're you, your voice, your stories, your America. We can only do this together. So if you're able, please donate and help us get the message out.